What is up everybody, Kai here, and today we will be talking about the future of Star Resonance. At the end of the Star Resonance test, they sent us in-game emails with what they are working on and about the future of the game. Today we will go over those images, but keep in mind these are raw translated screenshots, so some stuff may be wrong or, received incorrectly. Anyways, let's get into it with the first screenshot right here. So UI and screen presentation. The UI basically has received a lot of criticism and not everybody liked it. It's not ideal according to the people that have played the game. Same for the quality of the game in general. But they are working hard to optimize it as much as possible. As you can see, this is definitely not the final presentation of the game. And the UI will also get changed. So for everybody who has had an issue with that, which seems to be in a lot of people because it reminded them too much of a mobile game, even though the mobile version of the game has a separate UI, it will be changed. Now we go over to the second screenshot, which has sense of blow. The feedback on sense of blow was negative. Sense of blow meaning like when you hit an enemy, when you hit a big enemy, small enemy, things like that, that they are not having like knockback or appropriate effects to your attacks, essentially. So essentially they are going to change the way that is perceived, as in, the blow actually taking or making sense with the effects of your attack. I think this is a good thing overall, of course. All we like to see is positivity coming about out of this, and that they are taking the feedback seriously, which they seem to be so far. So that is a plus for me. Now let's move on to the next one. Alright, next up we have the team will work hard to improve the sense of shock in the state to make everyone feel comfortable. That was still talking about the previous one. But next up we have the plot presentation. Sense of substitution, basically about the main story. People are currently concerned about the current plot. It comes over as like strange and too deep, and mismatched mouth movements in the the effects, the animations, excuse me. Missing dubbing, so like missing text, things like that. There was a lot wrong with the story. So the story seems like it's gonna get some changes. They are continue to improve the plot, it seems, which that's good. And then secondly, they're going to focus on shaping the characters, like dubbing, voice acting, shaping, as you can see in here, production, writing, performance, and things like that. And then they also want to adjust faults and rhythm problems in the plot, so just like typing errors and things like that, I'm assuming, and maybe write it better. I don't know, I can't understand much of it, but I could tell that it was a very, very deep story, and according to some people that I know that actually are from China, that is not really that well received nowadays anymore, I should say. Let's move on to the next screenshot. So for a career game like this, it's important to write a story and perform well. For developers, the game is important to write a story and perform well. Of course, makes sense, right? Comprehensiveness should be very high as well, of the development team, supposedly. So people say, please give us some time. We are working hard to grow and take adventurers' feedback seriously. And then this is the first letter. All project team members of Star Trace Resonance, or Star Mark. Move on to the next one. Idea sharing. Star Trace Resonance MMO, socializing with love, copy war fighting, long-term development, and all that type of stuff. So they plan to work on this game for a long time, it seems. Jump out of framework, type of gameplay, music, graphic, story, etc. Other more modules and elements, half a year or even a few years in the development cycle, Star Mark Resonance has been gradually perfected. After the beta test is over, the team will systematically combine the various online questions. So basically they are giving us a Q&A, which of course has happened already and ended by now. So they're probably going over that as well. and they want to transform it into a game that everybody can play. Of course, ideal. Let's move on to the next screenshot. Alright, so the current content development we can see at the top right here, which is career, which I presume is like main story, and housing, home, so it's like the housing is gonna be in this game, life skills, and personalization based on MMO, so like other MMO niches, like I guess one example could be fishing, but that's already in the game, right? So they want to add more things that make the MMO like, you know, a true MMORPG. Maybe they add things like rare drops in the future, who knows. In the future there will be more open experience of occupation, so like new classes, I guess. Proved accordingly, the choice based on such an everybody be richer. I'm looking for high value ones and new careers being planned. Oh, so career might be like classes? I'm not quite sure here, I'm sorry. The home system is open, development of the housing system is unnamed, it's also on the schedule, will be an important part of the future. All role players will be happy with this one. So housing is coming, a perfect life skill system, life skill modules such as botany, exploration, casting, refining are expected to be added in the future. Material processing and other life occupations will also be added. Adventurers can choose different studies according to their interests. So it seems like you may have to choose a life skill to specialize in, or you're gonna be able to level up everything. Who knows? We will have to see. Let's go ahead to the next screenshot. Alright. Personalized optimization of photos and appearance. In the future, the game will open up multiplayer camera mode. So go into a camera mode together. Optimize the camera control experience, improve the quality of camera production. So they're gonna make screenshots a lot better overall, which is good. A lot of people actually, especially at the end of the test, were taking screenshots. This game even has like a selfie stick that you can hold and to your face. Honestly, it's already quite an in-depth camera system, but more additions are always welcome, you know, more complexity, more stuff to make people happy and keep them pleased. Moving on. World servers. Last thing you want to say, the world servers is setup design. The project team hopes Star Trade residents can provide everybody with a loving social place. In addition, in terms of server design, the traditional sub-servers and rollover servers are avoided, which is more bold. So basically it's gonna be one massive server in China, it seems. Of course, with like channels. In this mode, how to keep the server stable, once this occurs of the device, how to control the circuit power, and other issues are all for us. New challenges. Previously, it was relatively rare to see such game with server architecture in the test. In the middle, the team also tried the method of sub-line maintenance to deal with the situation without stopping the servers. So basically, they tried to work on the servers without taking the servers down, which is honestly really impressive. I think if they can work on servers without taking them down, will be a massive advantage to have. It's very impressive in my opinion. And one massive server is completely fine. I kind of hope that if this game comes to global, we also get one massive server, which was Blue Protocol was supposed to be as well, but you know, we know how that turned out. Anyways, let's move on. Now the final screenshot. Thank you for your company and Happy New Year. When you finish reading this letter, the time has already entered 2025. Basically, this was at the cusp of turning the new year. Exactly when this turned new year, we got this email essentially. However, in the coming time, we will adjust to improve on everyone's attention advance and improve the work. For team members invested years for nothing, it has changed and you feel a lot. Thank you very much for accompanying the project and the reaction in the frequently problematic testing. So basically, they appreciate everyone's feedback, and you know, even though there were a lot of challenges, they will continue to work hard. So from this letter overall, I have a really good impression on Bakura overall, that they are willing to work hard and keep moving forward with a positive impact and have this nice social experience for everyone in this game, which I think this is supposed to be a fun social game where you interact with others. So that's why one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to it and praying that it comes to global, right? With that being said, This was the most asked for video this week. If you ever want to vote on what video I will make, please make sure to check out my community on my YouTube channel. I post polls there with what video I should make next. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Goodbye.